Mike Deutsch, Slinging Birdies. What we'd like to do after we finish a round of golf, we like to drink beer. And where can we do that? Iron Hill Brewery. There are 21 locations now across the United States. We are in number 21, Columbia, South Carolina. It just literally opened. We are customer number 1. We are here to experience the first pour and have the first meal served at this Iron Hill Brewery, which is part of the Bull Street development. Bull Street right now has a Publico, and now we got an Iron Hill Brewery, and they're about to get a Tupelo honey. If you live in the Carolinas region, you know all about Tupelo honey. It is a hot place that sells Southern food, one of the top-notch micro chains, also growing its tentacles pretty wide. I think it's also around at the same number to Iron Hill. This is one of the most interesting developments in the history of the city because it's kind of a live, play, work area, but it's done on an old mental hospital, so it's not like a cookie cutter development. You got lots of ghosts here. You got lots of, what's that movie with Winona Ryder? Girl Interrupted. You got kind of Girl Interrupted vibe, and you got an Old South vibe going on simultaneously, making for one of the most unique areas to live in the capital city of South Carolina. What we got here is an egg roll with beef though. It's like kind of a beef egg roll with a white sauce on it. You see some onions. It's kind of like a Philly cheesesteak, but in an egg roll. But not really a Philly cheesesteak, but sort of a steaky egg roll. Let's see what it tastes like. That slaps. You know, that's the right expression, right? Yeah. That slaps, okay? Total slapper. It's like a slap in your face slapper. Horseradishy flavors, the thin beef. It's like heaven in your mouth. It's actually a really good combo. Really surprising with the horseradish. Good stuff. Really good stuff. So here we have the pizza. So you see some onions, mushrooms. I don't see any sausage on this. It's more of an onion, mushroom, flatbed style pizza. All right. Nothing to write home about, but it's like a 7 out of 10. Okay. What we got here is a crab cake. The key to a crab cake is if it has too much filler or it has a lot of crab. That's really what it boils down to. The crab to filler ratio. I don't know if you can see that. There's a lot of crab in there. It's about, I'd say, 65 to 35% ratio, which is pretty decent. Sort of like a remoulade sauce on top. It's an interesting crab cake. It's a little, you don't see mini crab cakes too often. You see like usually the maxi kind. You see like one you're in Maryland on vacation or somewhere else. The price of crab cakes have drifted up though, and so these mini crab cakes make a lot of sense. So let's get down to brass taxes, okay? What is the brilliance of the Iron Hill Brewery concept? Basically, you're taking a regular restaurant and you're taking a regular brewery and you're kind of mashing them together. Now, nowadays, a lot of breweries sell food, we get that. But we haven't seen one that kind of pervades the nation, like the Chipotle of the concept. Like, how do you replicate it in many cities? And the way you do it is you give them each a signature beer, you make the place look a little bit different everywhere you go. It's not like cookie cutter, kind of fits in with its surroundings. You know, the ones in Philly, you got the Delaware, wherever you got them, they're gonna kind of look like their surroundings. They're like different in each place, and that's key. Every Iron Hill looks a little bit different, and that's what makes it interesting. Basically, imagine you had Ruby Tuesdays, and imagine you had like Wicked Weed Brewery, and you kind of mash them together, and then you could replicate it across the nation. That's what this has done. It's kind of created a concept where the brewery and the restaurant are equal, they're merged together, they're different in each market that they enter, and they kind of create a gathering spot that is unique. It's a good place to hang out. You're not going to Buffalo Wild Wings, you're going to Iron Hill Brewery. It's taking that a little bit step up. You can get beer anywhere, but when you get beer closer to the source, it's fresher, and they have more interesting varieties. Like, this is not a place where you got, oh guys, we got like some domestic and we got some imports. That's lame. We got stuff that's made right here. We got a sour, we got a creamsicle, we got a super hoppy, you know, hopped out of your head beer. You got all different things. That's the key. And then the food has to be on point too. You merge the two together, replicate it, and you're in business. In golf, the ball pours into the hole at the end of each hole. That was bad. In golf, you putt it really well, the ball's gonna pour into the hole. When you have a brewery, you pour it really well, it's gonna pour into the glass. That's why we're here for you. We're providing you an opening of a growing concept that's gonna be all over America, and we wanted you to get a glimpse of it from our eyes, from our vantage point. And we're happy to bring you openings, and we're sad to bring you closings, but we'll bring you both, because we're like cinema verite, you know? We don't do cuts, we don't do edits. Everything you're seeing is natural flow. Like, this is like J. Cole, but without like him looking at his teleprompter, which a lot of rappers do nowadays. It's really hard to remember the lyrics. Mike Deutsch, Sling Birdies, I hope you've enjoyed our preview of Iron Hill Brewery, and you want to come here. I've been saying brewery really weird lately. I said brewery, but that's okay, because your brewery, it's like tomato, right? Brewery, whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you got to this point in the video, you're a superstar, and I commend you. Peace out.